Okay, so I have not done a subject video in so long, and I know you guys miss these because, see, I'm starting to miss them now. So this one is going to be about individuality. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because a friend of mine just had a baby. Congratulations to you, boo. You watching, I know. And she and her husband decided not to name their son a junior. And she did this after she had a conversation with me. Well, we all three of us had a conversation. I ain't got nothing to do with the baby, but we just had a general conversation, and I was saying the reason why I don't feel that naming your child a junior works is because it does not give the child a chance to be an individual. Straight out the womb, you playing second, third, fifth, seventh fiddle to somebody else. And I understand some people do that because they're paying tribute to somebody, or it's a legacy they want to, create or keep, or whatever the situation is. But I personally feel, and like I told her, I personally feel like, how as a mother, how as a parent do you tell your child, you need to go out there, be who you are, be an individual, but you are James Henry the Seventh? That means that you are now following the footsteps, or you are now basically perpetuating a legacy that you have to upkeep now of someone else. You don't have a chance. So if you come from a line of doctors, everybody now is basically told they have to be a doctor. If you want to go out and be a rock star, that's not an option no more. So my whole thing is, the generation that we have now, too many parents are telling their kids, you need to be the next Obama. You need to be the next Diddy. You need to be the next this. You need to be the next that. When you're not encouraging your kids to be the first them. And just because that is not what you feel is necessary does not mean that it's incorrect. And I feel like when you start to name your kids things like Junior, then basically Junior means a mini me of me. And I feel like, especially for guys, because she has a sister. And she told me I could talk about this, okay? She has a sister, and her sister wanted to name her daughter a junior of her, and everybody was so against it. They were like, no, that is stupid. Women don't do that. Like, it's just very, like, the fuck? So, I'm like, how do you think it's okay for a guy, but it's not okay for a girl? When dudes are born and they have fathers, they get, for the most part, they get their father's last name. So whether you're a junior or not, you're still keeping the legacy alive because you carry that last name. So not to say that because you do end up being a junior that you can't be an individual. That's not what I'm saying, because that's stupid. You choose your destiny. But when you're told from a little boy that, well, your grandfather was a great historian, so you need to be that. You need to upkeep this family's legacy. You need to do that. That's not really, it doesn't allow you to grow as a person. It doesn't allow you to be who you are because you're so stagnant and basically pressed to be what your family wants you to be. And we have to get out of that, okay? Let's just go and get out of that. Because the thing that I don't understand is that there are grown-ass people, and I tell you, grown, who still listen to what their mothers have to say. And don't get me wrong, this is not, no, okay, let me just, disclaimer, I'm talking to the people who are 18 and over here, so if you are 17 and younger, do not go to your mom and say, Dollface told me to say this, because I did not. Miss Williams, I didn't say that shit. So, I am 26 years old, okay? I don't answer to no one. If somebody asks me where I'm going and I don't feel like answering, then I'm just simply not going to answer. I have that right to do so. And it's not even in a disrespectful way. It's in I'm grown and I do what I want to do type of way. I'm grown, I pay my bills. I'm grown, I pay for my gas. I'm grown, this is my car type of situation. I'm grown, ain't nobody help me type of situation. So, I don't understand that if you are my age, a little bit younger, if you are 18 years or older and you still allowing your mother to dictate if you're going to be an individual or not, that's a problem. That's an issue that you need to take up with yourself. Because here's the thing. At what point are you going to get the balls or the vagina lips, to be frank, to stand up to this person and tell them this is what I want to do? Well, my mother doesn't think that I should. It's not about what your mother thinks. It is not. Because at the end of the day, you have your life. And at the end of the day, she done lived hers. So why are you allowing her to make decisions for you? You don't make decisions for her. She doesn't call you and consult you when she decides she wants to go to bingo. She doesn't call you and tell you, oh, I think I'm going. No. She does what the fuck she wants to do, so I don't understand why you don't do that either. It should never be that. When I got to a certain age, I could give a damn what my mama think about anything that I do, because if she does not like it, that's her personal business. That's her personal gripe she has to deal with. It has nothing to do, it's not going to stop me, because she doesn't console me and she doesn't call me, and I don't want her to, when she makes decisions and she does things. Because there's a lot of things that I could run down about her that I don't like that she does. But why? That's her and I'm me, and we two different adults. And it's still a respect thing because of the simple fact that I love her and I care about her. But it does not change the fact that I'm still going to do what the hell that I want to do. And y'all got to learn that you can't be as old as you are out here sleeping with this person, doing this. But when it comes down to your career and what you want to do with yourself, you want to go consult mommy, you want to go consult daddy because you don't know what to do. Your priorities are fucked up. You're not allowing yourself to grow and be able to be that grown adult who makes their own decisions about how you going to handle A, B, C, and D. You need to know how to do that. You don't need to call your mama every 5 minutes. I dated someone, let me just tell y'all about this. I dated this dude and his mother, I don't want to be rude right now, but his mama was a lazy one and she didn't want to work, and all the responsibility fell on him while she fell on her ass, and it caused a rift in our relationship because he is now her husband. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of women today, their kids are their husbands. That's why they're out here naming them juniors and shit, because they want them to be the man that the daddy either isn't, he locked the fuck up and he can't be, or whatever the circumstance may possibly be. You don't see these men out here trying to grow. You don't see these little girls turning into women because they have no identities of their own. They see their mother go out here, strip to make a living, and then when they get older, their mother is not teaching them, this is not what you're supposed to do. I did this because I had to do it. But let me try to, because I stripped and because I did this, I tried to give you a better life so you wouldn't have to do this. But this is not it. It's hoes out here in their 40s still stripping. They daughters just turned 18. They got them first thing smoking on a pole. That's not a great example. And you have them being just like you. You should always want your child to be better than you. That is what you do. I don't want my child to be like me. I want him or her or both of them to be better than me. And that's the example that I'm trying to set. I don't want them to be just like me, because there's no progression. When somebody's just like you, there is no progression. They are a mini-me, they are a clone. So your identity needs to come from you. We have our own lives, our own mouths, our own thoughts, and our own ways of doing things for a reason. We are all individuals for a reason, so we need to learn how to fucking do it. Y'all be out here trying to be everybody fucking else. Well, this bitch is out here twerking, so I'm gonna twerk. He out here smoking a hookah, so I'm gonna smoke the hookah. She out here sleeping with him, so I'm going to go sleep with him. That's what y'all do. Instead of saying, you know what, bitch, you can have that. I don't want that blunt because you can smoke it yourself. I'm going to go mind my motherfucking business, and I'm going to figure out what I want to do with myself. That's how you become an individual. You don't become an individual by trying to do what everybody else is doing. And it's sad because a lot of you guys don't know any better because of how you're taught at home. You start off basically being someone else. Well, heck, go on, Thomas Jefferson the 7th. You better go on, because you know your granddaddy used to play basketball and you just as tall as him. You should play basketball. You should try to be more like the boy down the street. You should try to be more like Obama. Why can't Jeffrey just simply be Jeffrey? Why is that such a far-fetched thing to tell your child? Why is that a far-fetched thing to do? Why can't you look in a mirror and love yourself and say, you know what, I am who the fuck I am, and it is what the fuck it is? Why is that so hard for youth today, and grown-ass people for that matter, to do? Because judging from these terminology that y'all using and these trending topics out here that y'all want to just get all gung-ho for the talent show and sound stupid, ignorant, uneducated, y'all following a trend. Y'all following each other because y'all don't know where to go. Y'all have no direction. And I'm not saying everybody, but it's some of y'all. It's sad, but it's some of you, and it has to be said because I see it all the time. There are people I pull so much inspiration from. It's not even funny. My hair is Aaliyah right now. My necklace may be Kim Kardashian. My hoodie may be Cassie, but it's still me at the end of the day. You're always going to pull from somebody. You're always going to see something that you like. You're always going to see something that you want to emulate and you like. But it doesn't mean that you have to become that. And that's the problem. Y'all take it too far. Y'all go from, I like her dress, to I want to look just like her. I want to do exactly what she did. because I don't know what to do with myself. Because my mother and my father and whoever raised me didn't teach me how to be me. So a lot of y'all don't even like yourself because y'all don't know yourself. So I feel a sense of it's a sense of sadness to see young kids with so much potential to do so much who don't even take the opportunity to sit back and say, what do I want? What do I want? Then you become grown-ass adults. You don't know who you are. And now you run into your mom and you let her mold you into what she wants you to be. So then you end up at a dead-end ass fucking job doing some shit that you didn't want to do in the first place because your mother suggested it and that's the way that you went because you didn't know what to do with you. Like, and I think a lot of this has to do with the amount of growth and the amount of growth, but also the amount of self-worth you see with yourself. Because I feel like I can do anything in the world. There's nothing I can't do. But I didn't get that from my mom. I didn't get that from my dad. I didn't get that from nobody but myself. And I had to go through things. And I think me being gay and me going through the things that I've been through and being discriminated against and dealing with that all helped mold me. So I used basically the negativity that was my life and I turned it into a positive to basically create who I am. And that's when you turn lemons into lemonade, because at the end of the day, nobody can tell me shit about myself. Not my mother, not my grandmother. Nobody can tell me anything about me but me, because I know myself better than anyone. It's people out here who don't know their self, but I can read you like a book. That's a problem. Because then people take advantage of you. They do shit to you. They make sure that they get you like this. We're good like this. And sometimes it's family who do that. And they will work your ass until there's nothing left. Because you don't know what you're doing wrong. You don't know that what you're doing or what you're saying or what you're into is wrong. Or it's not you. You're just rolling with the punches and you're dealing with what it is. And hopefully one day something will come to fruition and I'm good. So y'all got to get up out of that. It's 2014 and there's too much out here for y'all to be doing. And I made a comment on Twitter where I said, and I didn't mean to generalize, but it was a general statement. But I said, it seems like every gay dude is a hairstylist, a stylist, or a makeup artist. When are we going to learn how to get out of these stereotypes and start to do things better? And that's not to say that being those things are wrong at all. And I can tell who's genuinely in it because they love it and who's doing it because they seen someone else do it. And that is the difference. You got to start doing shit that you want to do. Just because you are a pretty man does not mean that you have to do hair and makeup. Just because you are a butch woman does not mean you have to be a mechanic and drive a truck. Okay? You can do shit you like to do. I love aliens. I watch shit about aliens all day. I don't just sit back and be collecting Barbies. I do other shit. There are things that interest me, and I have no shame in my game with saying that to somebody because I am who I am. And me, I'm not a one-dimensional person. And everybody seems to be one-dimensional. You only do one thing. You only faceted in one lane. And that is a problem. You guys need to open up your ears, open up your eyes. If you want to fly kites and do hair, do that shit. If you want to drag race and do drag race, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to you. The world is so vast, so big, and so much variety, and you guys are not taking full advantage of it. So you got to do it. So I hope this helps somebody. And again, just remember who you are and what you want to do. Fuck everybody else. Everybody else, you don't know how the fuck they getting their shit, what they doing, and if they even want to sleep happy with themselves at night. So I will talk to y'all later.